So Snoop says he's quitting smoke. Now, I'm not gonna say, oh, good for him, all that. Like, I think this is a step in the right direction, and this comes from someone who's been rolling them. But doinks, man, I'm talking about big backwoods joints, bones, all that stuff. I no longer really like care for it now. But that's because of my walk with the Lord. It didn't stop being fun for me. It started being like torture. Like I'm like, man, I keep going back to this, keep going back to it, and it's something where I think that for most of the people who see it, like it's like, yeah, it's a form of fun, and people enjoy the actions and I mean the rolling and the smoking of it, but that sin does become torture. I always start off fun, um, and I'm not even saying that cannabis in and of itself is evil, but like forgetting things constantly, like feeling like the need that I have to roll up. Like when I get up, oh, I have to roll up before I eat. Oh, I have to roll up when I'm mad. Like no, it's like it's a crutch. She was like, the only thing that we should like really be crutching on is the Lord. It's like because it's a healthy habit. And at the end too, this stuff is killing us. You're putting stuff in your lungs. It's like especially you taking blunts, man. It's putting stuff in your lungs. It's causing you, or you're not really that active in that sense, or and look, you could justify all you want. I've been there. I know all the justifications and stuff. Like, oh yeah, like yeah, I actually feel like I'm more like a athlete or help rest and all that stuff. And again, I know that cannabis can be used in a way to not just get chopped all the time. But when it comes to this man, I think he's been. It's something that just like Spidey sense is just showing. Was like, man, that's something about he probably was on that journey. He was like, man, and it was one of those things like I remember personally where I had to quit. It's like I felt the presence of the Lord moving for me. I remember I came down with an ailment that was like mad bad. I never had this freak ailment before. I knew that was the Lord's judgment. He was pulling me away. It's like, bro, it's like, no, man, like that's not what I want for you. I was like, man, forget that, bro. I just kept going. I was like, man, I felt this sense of fear and this sense of this presence that just drifting from me. I was like, you know what? I don't want that. I'd rather let this go than let you go, Lord. And yeah, ever since then, like I really haven't craved it. I'm not saying I haven't backslid or even had them times where I wanted to backslide, but it's it's something where I'm like, man, I'd rather have you, Lord, than to have this little smoke, man. But I really hope that this may help, and chime in because it's more than life than that. It's more than life than just getting chopped. There's better things, like when you actually go ahead and decide you want to do it, man. Your appetite comes back for real, for real. I mean, you can enjoy life without actually being chopped. And I know some of y'all might say, "Oh, it's just me getting fun," but it started to feel like a chore. Like, oh yeah, I have to get fun by getting chopped. Like that's not what God intended for us. And I wanted to add that one thing that I really hate about it is that we make this whole culture where and y'all know what I'm talking about. Like we go have these group hot boxes or going to kick it at the crib parties and all that stuff where we accomplish ourselves around people that we probably wouldn't hang around with if we didn't smoke. I mean, some of y'all did it with genuine friends. I did it with genuine friends before, but a couple times, but more times than not, there's sometimes I don't even know these people. We just end up just, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I hate how all of this stuff is like so huge. I'm like, man, it's like, why can't we get around people, and dive into the word like that? I don't know. I guess it's probably because, when a lot of people don't enjoy it. I don't know. But that's all I got for y'all. I hope this was a blessing. Peace.